The more recordings that I did of Jean and her history, the more I began to realize just how really stunning this particular woman was.
Hi, my name is Jean Isaac, and I come from Segetane, that's 250 miles north of Mackenzie. And my parents are Thomas Thoma and Susan Thoma, and they're both deceased now. But doing this in honor of them, that the stories that they told me may not be wasted or gone forever. And so I want to pass this on to my grandchildren and my children. And I have 6 boys and 1 girl, and have 9 grandchildren. So I want to pass that on to them and other Tsegetane children up in our area. This is a story about a man called Nazaz. In this story, it goes, a long time ago there was a man named Nazaz. No one seemed to know where he came from. But one thing was certain, that he was a trickster, and he played tricks on any gullible person or beast. Sometimes he outdid himself in the process, and this story is of such a case. One fine day, Nazaz was walking on a trail which led to a lake, and he found he was getting hungry. So he quickened his steps in anticipation of roasted fish. When he arrived at the lake, he looked for fish, but there was none in sight. He looked around the lake and spotted some swans swimming toward him, and he had an idea. So he hit and pulled some young tree roots and began fashioning a rope. He twisted the roots together and made a long rope. With the rope he sneaked to the water's edge and dove in and swam out to the swans and began to tie the swans' feet together. He tied and he tied until he felt he had enough. He swam to the shore and stood up and gave the rope a yank. The motion frightened the swans and they ran for flight. As they lifted off, Nazaz had a surprise of his life, for as the swan took flight, Nazaz went up with them. He let out a yell, and the frightened swans soared into the sky, and Nazaz dangling from the rope and hanging on for dear life as the swans flew to an unknown destination. Kodor singitane Nazaz uye ajumara chera watsa kangyade ueji dane shara wisha kuwati kujuka i Shatata da chiniku adata koyachi Jiri Pachahi Sate what Kanau that jits Sawizene Atane Mirets un Lady Rayas Ijuda Padacha. Isokura chikara suwe at sigoiji chito wayas mireka nini ya ju suwe kana na tangu suwe na suwe aju suwe winle mireke hok ane tanju taki koaka osik ane ta kada kudachi watani ya to hakukada kaya kana chili tul al aku kaya atu hizo tul katazi Allah miwe what's chinat shahid lo aku dakik sinat kula dakik aku dakik sinat izo kula kuda jide tanasab petlo tusni chehiju aku dakide chidere was na ucheli dawa Kulataki na injeli ju natutachu ehijacha. De zalitlo akudaki natutat yat ate ya injet. Jed achu natutat aitlursu sarak utkon. Jeza win leze son nanin jeli aju mara kejize.